Have you ever wondered why some people with all the money in the world still feel empty inside? When you hear the word wealth, what comes to mind? For most people, the obvious choices are mansions, fast vehicles, expensive brands, private jets, and an unlimited cash account. But what if that's not the whole story? Let's take a moment to think about it. Have you ever encountered someone who appeared to have everything: money, position, success, but was restless, uneasy, or depressed? That is because true wealth extends well beyond money. As one financial planner stated, true wealth is not how much money you make or how much of it you possess. It's about the freedom, security, and dignity that comes from simply knowing that you have, well, enough. Raymond James, 1969. Another expert adds, true wealth implies having the ability to make decisions that are consistent with your principles and goals. It's about taking control of your time and how you spend it. Black Mammoth, Modern Family Office. So, obviously, money plays a part. It provides stability and possibilities. However, actual riches extends further. It's about freedom, health, purpose, love, and time, the things that make life seem rich rather than just expensive. Consider money to be the trunk that sustains you, while the branches, your relationships, well-being, and sense of purpose provide the actual life and color. Why bother redefining wealth? Why not just follow your income and call it a day? Because if you confuse money for meaning, you may wind yourself winning the wrong race. You may accumulate material wealth but lose emotional, bodily, and spiritual equilibrium along the way. As a writer explained, many professionals fall into the trap of constantly chasing higher income without considering the cost of freedom. Forefront Wealth Partners. Consider running on a treadmill that keeps speeding up your sweating, straining harder, and getting nowhere new. That is what it feels like to pursue money for its own sake. The truth is that wealth without joy, purpose, or freedom is not wealth at all. It is simply possession without peace. Let's peel back the layers of true wealth to better grasp it. Consider it like a 5-piece puzzle. Each component is important, yet the picture is incomplete without all of them. Money matters. Let us not pretend it doesn't. True prosperity entails having enough financial security that you are not always concerned about bills, obligations, or emergencies. As Barbara Friedberg phrased it, true wealth is having more money than you need for the present and future. However, it extends beyond money. It's not about having everything, but about having enough. Enough to live fearlessly, enough to make free decisions, enough to focus on what's important. Think of money as oxygen. You don't need to keep a complete mountain of it, just enough to breathe comfortably. Here's a hard truth. Time is the one currency that cannot be earned back. You can always make more money, but you cannot make more time. True prosperity implies having control over how you spend your time. It's the ability to get up without an alarm clock, to focus on topics that interest you, and to say no to things that deplete your energy. One author expressed it perfectly. Time is the ultimate non-renewable resource. Financial freedom gives you ownership of your time. Forefront Wealth Partners. Picture your day as a jar full of sand, pebbles, and rocks. The pebbles reflect what actually matters: family, health, and purpose. What about the sand? That is the busy work. If you fill your jar with too much sand, you won't have enough place for the rocks. Here's something we all know deep down, but sometimes forget. You can't enjoy prosperity unless you're healthy. If you're exhausted, overworked, or always stressed, no amount of money can restore your vitality or peace of mind. As one piece says, true wealth is a state of well-being, not simply accumulation. Wealth mentality, families. Health is the foundation that underpins all other forms of prosperity. It's like having an engine in a luxury automobile. Without it, even the most gorgeous exterior will go nowhere. Imagine living in a mansion, but having supper alone every night. Having unlimited money, but no one to share it with. That is not wealth. That is isolation. True wealth encompasses the abundance of human connection, love, and community. It's also about purpose, the sense that what you do matters to someone, someplace. As author Ken Honda brilliantly stated, True wealth lies not in the accumulation of possessions, but in the richness of our relationships, the depth of our experiences, and the abundance of our hearts. Money buys comfort, but relationships provide fulfillment. The first provides you with security, while the second offers you soul. Finally, true riches requires a transformation in thinking. You can have millions in the bank and yet be afraid of losing them, not having enough, or falling behind others. True riches is the ability to feel abundant even when circumstances change. It's understanding that your worth isn't dependent on your wallet. As one source described it, wealth is a sense of abundance, one that we experience rather than possess. The Daily Journal of Commerce. Think of your mindset as a camera lens. If it is smudged with scarcity and anxiety, everything you see will appear limited. However, when the lens is cleaned with thankfulness, life appears to be more complete. Analogies make difficult things easier to feel, not just comprehend. Here are few examples that bring actual prosperity to life. Wealth has 3 legs: health, time, and relationships. Money holds everything together. Break one leg and the stool wobbles. You could have millions in your bank account, but none in your life bank, which contains laughter, love, rest, and calm. Balance is important. True riches is the combination of what you can do capacity and the flexibility to do it availability. Most people have one, but very few have both. Understanding true wealth intellectually is only the beginning. Living it entails determining what it looks like for you. Here are a few questions to help guide the process. What exactly does enough mean to me? Perhaps it isn't about making millions, but about earning enough to spend time with family or travel once a year. When you realize you have enough, your life gets simpler and more enjoyable. Raymond James. What do I trade? Are you sacrificing your health for success, freedom for fame? Many do without recognizing the consequences. Where am I underinvesting? You may be carefully saving money, but neglecting your mental health and relationships. These are also assets invisible, but invaluable. Am I associating money with meaning? Money is a tool, not a goal. Use it to produce additional time, experiences, or contributions, rather than just goods. Do I operate out of fear or freedom? If every decision is based on the fear of losing what you have, you're still not free, regardless of your financial sheet. Even as people begin to understand true riches, there are traps that lead them off course. More money frequently results in higher costs, not greater satisfaction. I'll be happy when I hit X dollars. A moving finish line. Working for years to enjoy life later frequently results in being too exhausted to appreciate it when later arrives. Believing you'll never have enough keeps you in survival mode, even if you're objectively safe. Imagine life as a seesaw, with money on one side and significance on the other. True riches occurs when the plank is balanced. Redefining wealth alters the way we live and develop civilizations. On a personal level, it provides peace. When you evaluate success by fulfillment rather than numbers, life feels lighter. You can enjoy progress rather than continually striving for more. On a societal level, it questions consumption. If we all saw prosperity as well-being rather than just purchasing power, we would emphasize health, time, and connection over GDP. One commenter explains, true wealth encompasses not only financial resources, but also time, meaningful relationships, personal fulfillment, and purpose. Kiplinger, Supra. A world that values time and significance equally with money is likely to be happier and healthier. True riches encompasses more than just money, including health, time, purpose, love, and perspective. Wealth is a personal matter. Everyone's definition of enough is different. Trade-offs are important. Don't pursue financial success at the expense of tranquility. Money is a tool. It facilitates but does not define. Abundance is mental. Gratitude transforms what you have into enough. Live now. Wealth is experienced in the now, not saved for retirement. If you're questioning what is true wealth, congratulations! You're already moving beyond the surface-level definitions that society frequently gives us. Perhaps true riches for you is waking up healthy, drinking coffee with someone you care about, and spending the day doing something worthwhile. Perhaps it's seeing the world, or simply finding time to read to your children at night. As one planner stated, wealth is the ability to truly experience life. Raymond James. True riches is a compass, not a finish line. It does not tell you how much you should earn. Rather, it directs your attention to what is most important. So, the next time someone asks you, "Are you rich?" smile and inquire, "Maybe, but are you truly wealthy?" Because if you can say yes, with calm in your head and purpose in your heart, you are already there. Liked this video? Then hit subscribe, because we're just getting started on exploring what real wealth and happiness look like in today's world.